Hello again. Let's give this another shot. I got some errors from OBS. These are still test broadcasts, so please excuse any choppiness as I'm still trying to figure out what my network settings need to be to do this crazy thing. Hi. My name is Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and I'm launching a puppet show. And for the next couple of sessions, we're going to be practicing, figuring out what Sprinkles' voice is going to be, improving my skills broadcasting on video. Right now, it looks like things are a little choppy still, so we may be starting and stopping again. Hey, there's somebody here in the chat. Hey, Krellin. So I'm seeing, we're probably dealing with more problems. You can see my lips moving this time. Oh, that's exciting. I hope, can you also hear me? Is it any less choppy? We're actually connected to a wire this time. Hello! And there's like Twitch alerts now. I'm still figuring things out. Hi, Katie Cat. Hello! So, straight up, how bad is this choppiness? It looks great? Oh, great. Then let's get to it. I'm excited. So, hi, my name is Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite. You may have met me from Twitter or from Hyper RPG, which is an awesome sister channel, which you should totally check out when I'm not streaming. And this is my friend Sprinkles. Okay, video is still choppy. You sound a bit far away from your mic, but that's probably only because you are. That's true. We can move this back here. That's a thing we can do. And we can turn, I wonder if turning off the preview will make this any faster. I think not. This isn't choppy. Krellin has dealt with my first stream, which was we were still learning things. I'm wondering if I'm just going to have to go to Comcast and up how much I pay them so I can get faster things, which is entirely possible. Dreams of smooth streams. I also have dreams of these things. Let's see if there's a way I can turn off preview. Fuck it. We will just keep going. This is a beta. Things will be crazy. Things will be sketchy. So last time we decreased the output. So I may do a second half of the stream with a decreased resolution and see how that works. But hi, Eridan. Hi, Aaronax. Hi, everybody. I probably do need an upgrade. Most default plans don't have very good upload speeds. Ah, yes. Yes. Well, that's the next step then. So let's just do what we can and have a little fun, and then I will go talk to Comcast. Gosh, talk about monopolies. All right, so my husband is a Shakespearean actor, so he has bunches of Shakespeare books. Now, one fun fact about me is that I did not study a lot of Shakespeare. My high school program was public school, and I literally did not have any assigned Shakespeare coursework. So what's fun about these books is that most of them are brand new to me. Well, I've seen my husband in a lot of these shows, but not all of them. This is a copy of The Merchant of Venice. And, so I was thinking, just to practice my puppetry skills and have a good time, would just play around with this bad boy and open it to some random monologues and see what happens when I have a puppet read them. This is full of monologues. I wonder if it's the best of all the. I'm sure Shakespeare has other books that have more monologues. There's so many. I found one that I was test reading earlier. I don't know if I'll find it again, but it's basically a lady saying she's just going to go and sleep with her doctor. That was fun. Let's see. I want a big chunk of text that's maybe not about a coffin. I didn't know you were allowed to not study Shakespeare in high school. I know, right? I didn't. And I thought it was, maybe on television everyone was just exaggerating. They talk so much about studying Shakespeare, and here we were just not, and it's even crazier because I was in gifted Shakespeare, and I guess they figured we had all just read it before, which is not. Where did all the freaking monologues go? Come on. All right, here's one. We're going to do it. It looks like Lorenzo in scene 4. So And I'm just going to be playing around. I'm going to be playing around trying to get Sprinkles to mug to camera. Trying to get Sprinkles to try to play with her voice a little bit, and practicing my skill with my hand and my mouth so that I'm not flapping her like this all the time, and I'm actually kind of maintaining eye contact. So those are some of the things I want to practice play. So Krellin, you had to do Romeo and Juliet and Hamlet. You watched a movie of Hamlet, so that seems like that's a good compromise. That's most of Shakespeare, and you got extra credit for watching a different Hamlet. That deserves extra credit. Watching two Hamlets is net far more Shakespeare than I think people even in non-public schools study. So, this is Lorenzo, who is a dude, but we're still gonna, I think Sprinkles is turning out to be a girl, so we're gonna try just rolling with that and see how it goes. So, yeah.
Madam, although I speak it in your presence, you have a noble and a true conceit of godlike amity, which appears most strongly in bearing thus the absence of your lord. But if you knew to whom you showed this honor, how true a gentleman you send relief, how dear a lover of my lord your husband, I know you would be prouder of the work than customary bounty can enforce you. I never did repent for doing good, nor shall not now, for in companions that do converse and waste the time together, whose souls do bear an eagle yoke of love, there must be needs a like proportion of lineaments, of manners, and of spirit. Which makes me think that this Antonio, being the bosom lover of my lord, must needs be like my lord. If it be so, how little is the cost I have bestowed in purchasing the semblance of my soul from out the state of hellish cruelty! This too comes near the praising of myself. Therefore, no more of it. Here other things, Lorenzo, I commit into your hands, the husbandry and manage of my house, until my lord's return. For mine own part, I have toward heaven breathed a secret vow to live in prayer and contemplation, only attended by Nerissa here, until her husband and my lord's return. There is a monastery 2 miles off, and there we will abide. I do desire you not to deny this imposition, the which my love and some necessity now lays upon you.
Well, Krellin voted for Sprinkles' voice. That's good. We're getting closer. We're finding something for you. Yeah, that's good. Blind reading of Shakespeare monologues. It's fun when you get halfway through a line and you discover it probably means something else than you thought it did in the beginning. Katie Cat says, you don't talk to Comcast, you're nicely to please stop scoring in the ass so much. Yes, I do not look forward to that conversation. But if you're offering to give them more money, maybe things will go well. Mainly, I plan on cutting the cord to my cable soon. But not until after the Olympics, because it just seems easier than wrestling with an antenna. And I like the Olympics. I don't know what your feelings are about the Olympics. I've got those opening ceremony things I'm recording. I will watch them after we do the stream. It's cool, and it's something I can't do. I like watching people do things I can't do. I'm obsessed with like Deadly's Catch and stuff like that. So it's learning.
Yeah, I like watching people do things I can't do either, like dancing.
Oh, Sprinkles, I'm sorry. We could try. I mean, it's a lot of ballrooms just moving through different locations.
Yeah, but you know, I'd be self-conscious.
Well, let's find another monologue for you, and maybe you will be less self-conscious when you're the center of attention. Yes, poor Rio. It does seem, this whole, let's pick a place that's least prepared to host the Olympics seems like a broken system. I understand wanting to jumpstart economies, but there doesn't seem to be any data that says it jumpstarts any economies. I tweeted a cool link today about somebody who accidentally got into the Olympic marathon, and I love that story. That was an interesting noise. I love that story. That, like, somebody who just wasn't trying or wasn't going through any of the crazy motions, just through his own merit, just ended up in the Olympics. That seems like the spirit of these things. Here's a shorter one. It's got a bunch of words I don't know, but we'll do it anyway. We'll see what you think of this one. This is the Duke talking about Shylock, or something along those lines.
Make room and let him stand before our face. Shylock, the world thinks, and I think so too, that thou but leadest this fashion of thy malice to the last hour of act. And then 'tis thought thou'lt show thy mercy and remorse more strange than is thy strange apparent cruelty, which is a pound of this poor merchant's flesh. Thou wilt not only lose the forfeiture, but touched with human gentleness and love, forgive a moiety of the principal, glancing an eye of pity on his losses, that have of late so huddled on his back, and now to press a royal merchant down, and pluck commiseration of his state from brassy bosoms and rough hearts of flint, from stubborn Turks and Tartars never trained to offices of tender courtesy. We all expect a gentle answer, Jew. Okay, see, now Shakespeare, why you have to go and call people Jew just randomly? That doesn't seem polite. You should do Shylock's trial appeal. If you cut us, do we not bleed? It's a good question. I don't know it, because you definitely don't. If I knew what page that was on, I do it. I have Shylock's trial appeal. I think we're close to that. But we could do Shylock's defense. He looks pissed in this next monologue, so we'll just do it. So we are still doing, if you're just joining us, which you probably aren't, but hi. Oh, something happened. I should set different sounds for all the things so I know what's going on, but welcome. So if you're just joining us, my name is Muppet Aphrodite. My name is Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite. I'm working on a puppet show, and so we're practicing, trying to improve my skills by reading random Shakespeare from The Merchant of Venice, because my husband has a bunch of Shakespeare books. So we're in a trial thing near the end of Merchant. Okay, so we'll read this one right here, because it's right here, and it sounds angry, which might be fun. And I'll see if I can't find that Shylock trial appeal at the back. So we're in Act 4, Scene 1 of Merchant of Venice. We just heard from the Duke, and now we're going to hear from Shylock. But she's not going to change her voice, because part of what I'm doing is trying to get used to what her voice is like. So, I have possessed your grace of what I purpose, and by our holy Sabbath I sworn to have the due and forfeit of my bond. If you deny it, let the danger light upon your charter and your city's freedom. You'll ask me why I rather choose to have a weight of carrion flesh than to receive 3,000 ducats. I'll not answer that, but say it is my humor. Is it answered? What if my house be troubled with a rat, and I be pleased to give 10,000 ducats to have it banned? What? Are you not answered yet?
hello, Actress 26.
Some men there are love, not a gaping pig. Some that are mad if they behold a cat. And others, when the bagpipe sings in the nose, cannot contain their urine for affection. Page turn. Master of passion sways it to the mood of what it likes or loathes. Now, for your answer. as there is no firm reason to be rendered, why he cannot abide a gaping pig, why he a harmless necessary cat, why he a woollen bagpipe, but out of force, must yield to such inevitable shame as to offend himself being offended. So, can I give no reason, nor I will not. More than a lodged hate and a certain loathing I bear Antonio, that I follow thus, a losing suit against him. Are you answered? Are you?
Well, there we go. That's a random Shylock one. So hi, Actress 26, and hi, Fernatoke, and hi, everybody. Welcome. If you're just joining, I'm Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite. This is my puppet Sprinkles, and I am workshopping a puppet show for Twitch, and I'm getting used to Sprinkles' character and figuring out her voice by reading random bits of Shakespeare for Merchant of Venice. Hi, Miss... Oh, I'm going to pronounce it... Misakai Takahashi 18. Hello, Misakai Takahashi 18. Welcome, and thank you all for the follows. Very much appreciated. I know we're still in early beta stages and things are a little bit rough around the edges. That's why I haven't officially launched the show yet. But I really appreciate having folks around to go on this journey with me and let me know how things are going, or if her voice is crap, or if this is not entertaining at all and it should stop. That's all you guys. So thank you. So I had a suggestion to go near the end of the play because there's Shylock has a famous speech in there somewhere, and that would be pretty good to do. The do not I bleed. So we're gonna see if we can't find that in these last few pages. Oh, here's some good stuff. Back and forth, back and forth. Merchant of Venice, exciting things. And how are you guys all today? Gerard Butler. I do know him, although I'm not intensely familiar with his work. I believe my husband is more familiar than I am. Let's see. Oh, did somebody die here? Ah. It looks like somebody's... I'm going to try. I think this is a death speech, and if you wonder, how can she not know what's going on in this play? I went to a public school that did not put a high emphasis on Shakespeare, so I am surrounded by Shakespeare books because my husband is a Shakespeare actor. But I have very little familiar with it. That was, wow, that was very evocatively phrased. Misakai. Oh, you did your first session of Shadowrun today. Congratulations. How many D6 did you lose? It's very hard to learn the hand discipline to roll the large amounts of dice that need to be rolled. Having smaller dice helps quite a bit, we learned. And Metusfatum, I don't get to say her name much, so I'm not sure if I'm saying it right.
Metusfatum and Misaki Takahashi.
Okay, you're learning. It's good. I am doing well because it is my first week at Microsoft and it went really well, even though half the people were on vacation and it's not very indicative of future things. I am so much less stressed and it's a really good group of people and I'm very excited. So I'm doing really much better than I have been the last 6 months or so. And all my old friends from Microsoft were very warm and welcoming. And they all seem like they're in a better place, like emotionally. Satya has been really good for the company, so I'm very excited to see how life is on the inside with all these changes. So now we're gonna do, I believe this character is named Antonio. So yeah, a lot of Antonios in Shakespeare. It's a safe bet, and he's been referenced several times anyway. And it looks like, spoiler alert, he's dying here. Maybe. But we'll just play it like he is, because I think Sprinkles is looking to work her neck, her drama neck. It's one thing she could do that we can't. And another puppetry note, were I not to be holding a book in my hand, I'd be playing a lot with her hands, but right now we're working mostly on the, just on the core puppetry here. So, let's do another monologue.
But little, I
am armed and well prepared. Give me your hand, Bassanio. Tell me how you pronounce your name, too. I'm not sure. Bassanio. Fare you well. Grieve not that I am fallen to this for you. For herein fortune shows herself more kind than is her custom. It is still her use to let the wretched man outlive his wealth, to view with hollow eye and wrinkled brow an age of poverty, from which lingering penance of such misery doth she cut me off. Commend me to your honorable wife. Tell her the process of Antonio's end. Say how I loved you. Speak of me fair in death, and when the tale is told, bid her be the judge whether Bassanio had not once a love. Repent but you that you shall lose your friend, and he repents not that he pays your debt. For if the Jew do cut but deep enough, I'll pay it instantly with all my heart. People die in Shakespeare? I know, right? Oh, pound of flesh debt payment concept comes from. Krellin, you are full of interesting facts and figures. But he was not being figurative. They're cutting people here. Oh, so wait. Krellin, are you telling me that what's happening here is they're cutting a pound of flesh from someone? Okay. What? Game of Thrones much? Yep. Oh, Damoon, that would have been, I mean, we could, yeah. And, you know, I am fully on board with if we set a goal for some point at which I just sing Avenue Q songs and stuff, because that is a musical I love quite a bit. And fun fact, I've been cast in several musicals for singing Avenue Q's audition song. There's a fine, fine line between a lover and a friend, and there's a fine, fine line. But of course I started about an octave high there, so that's gonna go right over the top real soon. Those bips, Aradex06, are they're my Twitch alerts. They're telling me something. I think it's telling me that Arizlin just followed me. And if so, thank you greatly. But creative and pretend. Yeah, Damoon, you're just like writing this whole thing for me right now. Like, I could just give you the channel. It's cool. You could just drop the... if you're just joining, hi, I am Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and this is Sprinkles. And we are working on a puppet show concept for Twitch, and we are practicing before launching the whole crazy thing. We are learning technology. We are learning that I don't have enough upload speed to do this, so I'm going to need Comcast to pay Comcast more money. We are learning that I've not really seen the play that I'm reading the monologues from, The Merchant of Venice, so it's all full of surprises for me. Spoilers at every turn. We're learning that possibly these monologues I'm looking at right now are about actually cutting pounds of flesh off of people. In fact, here's another one. This is Portia or someone. This sounds, maybe we'll play a little bit and make it, can we get gravelier Sprinkles just for the sake of this particular piece?
Therefore, prepare thee to cut off the flesh. Shed thou no blood, nor cut thou less nor more, but just a pound of flesh. If thou takest more or less than just a pound, or a just pound, be it but so much as it makes it light or heavy in the substance, or the division of the 20th part of one poor scruple. Nay, if the scale do turn but in the estimation of a hair, thou diest, and all thy goods are confiscate.
So, hello, BP Phantom. Welcome. We are workshopping random Shakespeare monologues. There's more. Oh, here's Portia again. I wish they'd just stop calling people Jew. It seems rude. I mean, it's true, but they seem to be doing it in a derogatory way, which is just not very respectful. Let's see if there are some other monologues that are fun. Oh, this one sounds like romancing. I'm picking random monologues and reading them with my puppet, even though I've never read them before for the most part. So they won't be the world's most inspired treatments of Shakespeare, but they are. This is cultural edification with puppets! Yay! And if you're just joining, hi, I'm Cheryl. I think I see many familiar names, but if not, I'm Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite. I do a lot of stuff on sister channel Hyper RPG, like Shadowrun Corporate Sins on Wednesdays from 6 to 9 p.m. Pacific, and we were workshopping this show. Now, it's funny, I had originally figured, oh, I'd do a morning show because I can do it before going to work. Turns out my team is kind of early birds. So I think we'll still figure something out. It'll probably mostly be mornings on weekends and not mornings during the week, but we'll still call it as morning somewhere because that's funny. And eventually there will be like coffee cups with alcohol in. I don't know. It's going to work out. This play is full of anti-Semitism. You know, it didn't say that on the cover. I just want to point that out. It looked very... my husband tends towards collecting the dramatic ones, and so I was looking for like, oh, Love's Labor Lost or something like that. And it's, well, I didn't think the monologues from Henry IV would be a good place to start with sprinkles. So this was the most lighthearted one I could find a printed copy of that had print that was readable from a distance. So we'll just keep playing along. I think we have time for a couple more. Here's one that doesn't seem anti-Semitic, and it's a character called Graziano, which sounds like a dude. Oh, thank you, Miss Akai. That's very kind of you to say. It was very intimidating creating the characters for the Corporate Sins show because we were creating them ourselves, and it's kind of like that puts a lot of pressure on you as an actor when normally people kind of tell you what to play. Now you know what class you are, but you have to create a character that you're okay living with and living in for months. It's crazy. So I'm glad that Mainframe worked out. I got the idea for her name at 4 in the morning driving to the airport to go to Silicon Valley, so I felt like that was maybe appropriate. Hello, Entomix. Misaki, you know better than I do whether he's the villain, because I haven't read this play the whole way through. But I suppose it's kind of open to interpretation from what your description is. Hello, Entomix. Yes, there is a stream type thing. I think that is an accurate description. It looks like a stream, and it sounds like a stream, and it looks kind of like a stream, and it's got a puppet and some stuff. So I'm gonna read Graziano, and this one seems less anti-Semitic. So yay, yay! All right.
Let me play the fool with mirth and laughter. Let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire, cut in alabaster? Sleep when he wakes, and creep into the jaundice by being peevish? Side note, I'm yellow. That jaundice remark is a little too close to home. Anyway, I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee, and 'tis my love that speaks. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond. Okay, another aside. Did she just say this dude's face is cream? No. Shakespeare, just no. Moving on. And do a willful stillness entertain, with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit, as who should say, I am Sir Oracle, and when I ope my lips, let no dog bark. So he's a dog hater too. I'm not really feeling this character. Oh, my Antonio, I do know of these that therefore are only reputed wise for saying nothing, when I am very sure if they should speak would almost damn those ears which, hearing them, would call their brothers fools. I'll tell thee more of this another time, but fish not with this melancholy bait, for this fool gudgeon. What the hell is a gudgeon? For this fool gudgeon, this opinion. Come, good Lorenzo, fare ye well a while. I'll end my exhortation. Where's that word? I'll end my exhortation after dinner.
Hello, everybody. A bunch of people joined during that one. I'm Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and we're practicing puppetry with Shakespeare. Random Shakespeare from plays I've never read before. Alien Knitter, hello! And hello, XJair. A couple pointers from someone who also has a crappy upload speed. 780 resolution is plenty for Twitch. You can also probably half your bitrate. Awesome. Thank you. Moon, you and I are like this. Yeah.
Purpose. It's that little flame that lights a fire under your ass. Purpose. It keeps you going strong like a car with a full tank of gas.
And then there's more lyrics that I'm forgetting right now. Yeah. And for the record, still really want to do that show someday in all the copious free time. Yay! So yes, Anarchy. Yeah, there's Nightbot and yes, Alien Knitter. Thank you for yes. There's a bunch of stuff about to go down at Hyper RPG, so I figure a bunch of people will be moving over. But I very much appreciate the company for this. And yes, these are our test streams. This is technically my second stream on Twitch. And I very much appreciate the stream pointers. In fact, I'm just gonna go ahead and copy all that text right there. Or no, that's not gonna. I'm gonna screenshot that just because I don't know. Although Nightbot does logs for me, so I can look those up. That's cool. That's useful. Yeah, Nightbot, I think. So great. I think we maybe have time for one or two more, and then I'm gonna hopefully kick things over to my brother, who typically streams, Basco to Gamer, usually streams on Fridays around 6 p.m. Oh, I found a big monologue. And there's a it's Portia. Yes, Portia. Ah, we found it. Hello, actress. So, Damoon, we just really need to have a drink sometime. I think an Avenue Q sing-along would not go amiss. Krellin, you need to teach that cat who's boss, because otherwise, eventually the cat's just going to take over your entire household. And it's important for the evolution of the human species. You are the front line in the defense. So I found a monologue from Portia. And so she's talking to Lord Bassanio, and what I've got from these random other monologues is that she likes Bassanio, and maybe Antonio likes her too. That tends to happen a lot in Shakespeare. So let's see. Let's give that a shot.
You see me, Lord Bassanio, where I stand. Such as I am, though for myself alone, I would not be ambitious in my wish to wish myself much better. Yet for you I would be trebled 20 times myself, 1,000 times more fair, 10,000 times more rich, that only to stand high in your account. I might in virtues, beauties, livings, friends, exceed account, but the full sum of me is sum of something, which to term and gross is an unlessoned girl, unschooled, unpracticed, happy in this, She is not yet so old, but she may learn happier than this. She is not bred so dull, but she can learn. Happiest of all is that her gentle spirit commits herself to yours to be directed, as from her lord, her governor, her king, myself, and what is mine to you and yours is now converted. But I was the lord of this fair mansion, master of my servants, queen o'er myself. And even now, but now, this house, these servants, and this same myself are yours. My lords, I give them with this ring, which when you part from, lose, or give away, let it presage the ruin of your love, and be my vantage to exclaim on you.
Are they married? Is that married? I mean, I think they are married, because then there's somebody said they stood proper. So that was basically Shakespeare married. Do not take any of my interpretations of the text as actual things. So if you just joined us, I'm Cheryl, aka Muppet Aphrodite, and we've been practicing Shakespeare puppetry. And the chat room has been talking about Avenue Q and how it's a little oh my god, did you know that the internet is for social media?
That is, but no, inappropriate shortening of a great work.
Hello, Actress 26. I am an actress. I do a lot of improv comedy. That is where the great preponderance of my experience has been gathered over the years. Though my first job was as an actor / performer at a theme park based on Sesame Street, which partially explains this craziness up in here and my obsession with the Muppets and all those things. But I also, for a while, did musicals out here and straight plays, but they have such a large rehearsal commitment, and I am the breadwinner for my family, that improv works a lot better. Rehearse 10 hours, perform for 2 months, or more. I take a very programmer approach to optimizing life, and that worked out. Apparently, Sprinkles is getting a little like, I don't know, she's Actress 26, have I seen you in any movie? You have not. You might have seen me on Twitch on Hyper RPG, but other than that, I have not really in mainstream media yet. Never say never, I suppose. I had one ex-boyfriend who's obsessed and thought I looked like Kirsten Dunst, but so maybe I have some Hollywood doppelgangers, maybe, or am I the doppelganger if they came first? I don't know. And I've also been in some in industrial videos for Microsoft and things like that. So if you happen to cross those paths, or recruiting videos for Amazon recently, which is awkward because I just quit there 2 weeks ago. Yeah. So hi Eva, it's nice to make your acquaintance. I am Cheryl, and from Iceland. Thank you for joining. I do not know what time it is there, but I will look that up to find out. And to find out whether my actual streams will be at a convenient time for you. I hope they will be. I'm going to probably provide several possible times to catch a lot of folks. What I'm looking to do is a show that's pretty lightweight. It's not going to be these 2 or 3 hour shows. I'm going to experiment to see if we could do 30 to 60 minutes and still get the same kind of effects and chat involvement, but make it more less intimidating, because I've noticed a lot of my friends are intimidated by Twitch. Yeah.
3 hours. You tell someone to watch one 3-hour thing and they just go, nah!
Yeah, that's basically what happens. Have they tried to recruit me with me again lately? They did about a dozen times since I quit there, but in the last 48 hours, it has calmed down and I have not seen me with me again. So we may have exited the awkward zone with respect to Amazon using my face for Facebook advertising. And, if my face gathers folks, if my if my little videos attract folks, that's great. I still like my coworkers over there. I want them to succeed. I just got to a place where I was burnt out and I needed to change. And it turns out Microsoft was right there all along, and this is a really great team of folks, and I'm very excited. Yay! Although I just talked to a coworker today for the first time about being an actress, and we'll see how they respond to these streams when they see them. Yes, Fernando. You should work for Amazon because I'm out of here. Yeah. Ah, the tech industry. It's fun, and I can't wait till you guys actually hear about the things I was working at Amazon for the last 2 years, because there's some really great projects. They're gonna be really great. Yay! You're a wannabe game developer, actress 26. Dragons are very now. They're very in the moment. And surprisingly, I mean, aside from Skyrim, the popularity of Game of Thrones has not led to more dragons, at least outside of Pokemon. So that's interesting. I was in the game industry for 4 years. I worked on Sims games and some Nintendo DS games. Yeah. You thought Stitch was a member of your family. We spent a lot of long nights together, Stitch and I. Yeah. I got really excited because I saw that most of the Nintendo Powers were posted, and I once got interviewed by Nintendo Power, but not the what do you call it? It's not an episode, it's an issue. The issue I was interviewed in has not been published to the internet yet, so I can't relive that part of my bucket list yet, but I was really excited. Do I use Steam? Yes, I am Muppet Aphrodite on Steam. I'll admit, I've been mostly a console gamer and a handheld gamer for the last few years, but because there's so many cool people on Hyper RPG on Steam, I'm finally moving over there. I'm actually going to hopefully start streaming Shadowrun. Shadowrun Returns to start, since that's very relevant to my other work on Hyper RPG. Yeah. Try the whole streaming games thing. Yeah, real original, Cheryl. Yeah. See if anybody watches that. Yeah. Stop judging. Stop. You're just I can't hang out with you and play games at the same time. You take up a whole hand. That's not my fault. So we're still. Yes, Batus Fatum. I'm just gonna keep saying things until I get correct pronunciations. But you tell someone to watch one episode of something on Netflix and then they watch like 12 hours. I don't know why 3 hours is so intimidating, but it's cool. It makes it more meaningful when friends do watch the show. Like my friend Alon revealed that he had been watching it for several weeks, and that is, that means a lot because I know what a time investment it is, and it means such a great deal that you guys watch Shadowrun or this. There are so many things competing for our entertainment time these days. Yeah. You should really move my mouth if you're going to have me talk. Sprinkles is getting punchy. Maybe we can... Actress 26, please do add me on Steam. I would like Steam friends. Sparkles McJudgington. Yeah. See, Krellin understands me. I'm not sure you do. I'm not Really? So we'll do we will do one more monologue, and then we will wrap this bad boy up, and we will kick it over, if anybody wants to either Hyper RPG or my little brother's stream, if he's streaming. I don't know if he is. I'm looking for one more and not anti-Semitic monologue in here. This Steam link, please. I will do one of those after I am off stream. But it's just Muppet Aphrodite on Steam. So I will have to put that in the Nightbot commands Steam. So this one I keep coming across, and it's about a casket, but that's fine. We'll just do this one. They seem to be looking at some sort of casket. I don't know if it has a body or if it has gold in it, but we'll just do this. Actress 26. I used the Discord for Hyper RPG, but I haven't used it for gaming purposes. I mostly use it to keep up with the Shadowrun Corporate Sins metagame, which a lot of folks do there. So we'll do Morocco, which is a character's name, And we will read this last one, and we will go with that.
Some god direct my judgment. Let me see. I will survey the inscriptions back again. What says this leaden casket? Who chooseth me must give and hazard all he hath. Must give? For what? Lead! For lead! Hazard for lead! I don't understand.
I don't know either. Just keep going.
This casket threatens. Men that hazard all do it in hope of fair advantages. A golden mine stoops not to show of dross. I'll then nor give nor hazard aught for lead. What says the silver with her virgin hue?
See this awesome walking from casket to casket.
Who chooseth me shall get as much as he deserves. As much as he deserves. Pause there, Morocco, and weigh thy value with an even hand. If thou be'st rated by thy estimation, thou dost deserve enough. And yet enough may not extend so far as to the lady. And yet to be afeard of my deserving were but a weak disabling of myself. As much as I deserve, why, that's the lady. I do in birth deserve her, and in fortunes, in graces, and in qualities of breeding. But more than these, in love, I do deserve. But what if I strayed no further, but chose here? Let's see once more this saying graved in gold. Who chooseth me shall gain what many men desire. Why, that's the lady. All the world desires her. From the four corners of the earth they come to kiss this shrine, this mortal breathing saint. The that's not even a word. Hyrcanian deserts and the vasty wilds of wide Arabia are as thoroughfares now for princes to come view fair Portia. The watery kingdom whose ambitious head spits in the face of heaven is no bar to stop the foreign spirits, but they come as o'er a brook to see fair Portia. One of these three contains her heavenly picture. Is like lead that contains her? 'Twere damnation to think so base a thought. It were too gross to rib her cerecloth in the obscure grave. Moving on. Or shall I think in silver she's immured, being 10 times undervalued to try gold? Oh, sinful thought! Never so rich a gem was set in worse than gold. They have in England a coin that bears the figure of an angel, stamped in gold, but that's insculped upon. But here an angel in a golden bed lies all within. Deliver me the key! Here do I choose and thrive as I may.
And then there's a bunch of other stuff. It keeps going on. Spoiler alert, after that big speech, which of these caskets or boxes do I choose? You pick the gold one, and there's a scroll. We're going to do a bonus Shakespeare thing so that Sprinkles can read the scroll that Morocco found in the gold casket.
All that glisters is not gold. Often have you heard that told. Many a man his life hath sold, but my outside is to behold. Gilded tombs do worms enfold. Had you been as wise as bold, young in limbs, in judgment old, your answer had not been enscrolled. Fare you well, your suit is cold.
So, Portia dissed this dude by putting a scroll in the gold casket. This sounds suspiciously like the plot of Indiana Jones. So I'm just going to put that out there. Well, let me check my little phone. It looks like my brother's streaming. So, this has been a second test stream, and we made it through the whole thing without crashing, and I got some great tips on which bandwidth is going to work. So our next one will probably just rock the whole time at 720 resolution, and we will see whether we get smoother. And it feels like we're getting closer to Sprinkle's voice, so that's exciting. And I am working out my hand muscle. You can see there's like a little shaky on the fingers, or maybe you can't. We'll fix that with alcohol. So thank you guys for watching. Hello, Avery's daddy. I hope you enjoyed what you did see. We've been reading from The Merchant of Venice, which, you know, Shakespeare, public domain, super awesome cultural stuff. Except it turns out it's pretty anti-Semitic, and there's a lot of stuff that refers to Jews and stuff like that. But we soldiered through. We found some interesting monologues. And Actress 26, I got your Steam link. I will find you on Steam, and we will connect. Thank you, everybody, for joining. If you have any feedback or questions, you can always find me on twitter.com/MuppetAphrodite. And I very much value your time here. It has been great hanging out with you. And what Nightbot? Ugh. See, now I'm just going to add everybody to who's here today into my regulars category on Nightbot, and that will help. Maybe I can find the message he was going to. It's deleted. I can't even see. Oh, what? Things have gone awry, ladies and gentlemen. I clicked on the wrong thing, so I can't see chat anymore. What? My poor little computer is chugging so much. Thank you, Ferditoke. Thank you, Betuspatum. Thank you for the links. I will, I will fix Nightbutt so he is less ridiculous. And thank you for joining me again. And I hope to see you on future streams. Love, luck, and lollipops to all of you.